Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Holistic Astrology Channel, and I'm Vikrant, going to talk about Magha Nakshatra. In today's video, while we are discussing about Magha Nakshatra, I'll be discussing these points. And those points I have extracted out of my study of the Magha Nakshatra, which I felt like to share with you, which can be really helpful for those who are practicing astrology, who are new in astrology, or even those who are at intermediate level or going towards the advanced level. So in this video, we'll be discussing about the meaning of Magha Nakshatra. What is the meaning of Magha Nakshatra? We'll be discussing about the ruling planets. We'll be discussing about the deities associated with it. Puranic myth, you mean the old stories. Ancient scripture stories. We'll be discussing about the key points which are useful in making a right prediction. We'll discuss about some symbolic representations. And also we'll be discussing about some holistic perspective and Ayurvedic perspective, in which I'll discuss about some chakras and some channelization of the energy which is related to this nakshatra. So let's start with it. First of all, meaning of this nakshatra, which is very important to understand. If you learn any nakshatra, you gotta know about the meaning of that nakshatra. So meaning is Magha. Magha means mighty, glorious. So mighty and glorious, as you can easily understand, that these people are really amazing souls. These people have those really great spiritual leadership qualities. That's a great thing about them. If you ever read a chart of a Magha Nakshatra native, do focus on this part. Not all Magha natives can be great spiritual people, but they have a touch of it, and I'll explain that how it can be awakened in the soul. That's the most important thing. So you see, right from the beginning, you got a key: spirituality. Okay? Now here's the thing. This nakshatra starts from 0 degree of Leo and goes all the way up to 13 degree 20 minutes of Leo. So that is a degree range in which this nakshatra lies. Okay? So this is the positioning of this nakshatra. Now in the second step, we'll be discussing about the planet ruler of this nakshatra. The ruling planet of this nakshatra is Ketu. Okay, so Ketu is a malefic planet. That's what we say in a generic statement, that hey, Ketu is malefic. It's not gonna help. It's always destructive. It's always dissatisfying. No. There is another side of the coin which we need to understand, that Ketu is not always the dissatisfaction, it is detachment. It detaches you from the materialistic things and drags you towards learning those experiences, awaken those experiences in you which you are carrying from the previous births. That's the point which we need to understand in Ketu. Since this is ruled by Ketu, Ketu is what? Ketu is a tail of the snake. That's what we have studied in the Kalsa thing, that there is a snake, Rahu is the mouth, and Rahu eats up the things, and Ketu is a mission. But from the spiritual point of view, I would say that Rahu is the destiny, is a gateway to destiny. So Rahu eats up those karmas. That means Rahu is making you experience those karmas. Okay? When those karmas goes into the body, into the track, they start digestion, into the digestion process. Digestion means you're going through those experiences, going through those karmas, you're fulfilling those karmas. You're going towards your destiny. It could be a hardship, it could be easy. But when it reaches to the tail of the snake, that is a Ketu part, that is the most important part, because now the food is digested, the karma is digested, and after digestion you got the experience fruit, the fruit of experiences that will go into the tail of the snake. Now let's come back to the same point. Being the lord of this nakshatra, Ketu is like carrying those past life experiences from one birth to another birth, another birth to another birth. That's what happens. So these natives, these Magha natives, have some special hidden talents. That means they have experiences from the past life into this life. But imagine, most of us don't even realize that we have those hidden experiences. For that, to understand what's the goal of our soul, we need to awaken those experiences. We need to see those experiences through the spiritual eyes. And that is only possible if we go through yoga practices, if we do meditation under the guidance of the right guru, under the guidance of a spiritual guru. These people can really awaken their hidden qualities, which really needs to be expressed in this lifetime. Now you can imagine how Ketu is wonderfully working in this life of these people. Now next thing is deity of this nakshatra. Now deity of this nakshatra is Lord Ganesha. It is very popular god, not even in India, all over the world people know this god. Lord Ganesha is the son of Lord Shiva. There is a all story about Ganesha, that how he was created by his mother. You can Google it, you will find it easily if you want more details about Ganesha. But the Ganesha's role in this nakshatra is also very important, because when you see a Ganesha picture, you see Ganesha, Lord Ganesha is sitting on a rat, in which in Hindi we called it as chuha, mushak. So Lord Ganesha sits on a rat. That is a picture, symbolic representation of that god, but that has a deep spiritual meaning. In the old time, at the time of Lord Ganesha, rat was not a rat, rat was a demon. And that demon was defeated by Lord Ganesha, and he accepted the asylum of the Lord Ganesha. So Lord Ganesha actually saved him, but turned that demon into a rat and used his as his vehicle, or to sit on him. In our everyday lives, this rat is what? This is our inner demonic qualities. Our inner demon is this rat that represents our materialism in our life. Like if you think, hey, I want to buy that car, I want to buy that big house, I want all that money, I want my payroll to be $50 an hour, or maybe $30 an hour, whatever you're making it, you want more, you want more. That's what we call it as materialism. You want to be on top of it, top of the world. It's not bad to get it, but if it turns out to be negative in you, that is the way you are awakening that demon in you. So to seize down that demon inside you, we should pray Lord Ganesha to protect our soul from doing any kind of materialistic sin. So here's the important role of Lord Ganesha and the significance of rat in this nakshatra. Now the next point which is to be discussed is about the representation of symbol of this nakshatra, and that is palanquin. Palanquin is a royal transport, or we also call it as palki. So it is like a little room made of wood, decorated, and it stays on a strong beam of bamboo, which is holded from the both sides by the people, they carry it on their shoulder. So in the older times, king, queen, they used to travel at distant places in this palanquin or palki. So this is considered as a royal transport. Also, this sign is a Leo sign. Leo is again ruled by sun, which is itself a king. So it's definitely gonna have those king qualities. Live life like a king. So these people have a nature where their soul calls them to live life like a king. Help out the people. Give suggestions to people. Help them out. But be a king. That's their nature. I'm coming at the subtle level now. From the subtle point of view, or we can say from the spiritual point of view, if we look at the palanquin, the bamboo stick, the strong bamboo, is our backbone, is our spine. And the ropes which are tied on the bamboo and which holds that palanquin at its place, those ropes are what? Those ropes are those neurojunctions or nerves coming out of the spine and being distributed all over our back, our body, going to different parts. So what does that mean? Those nerves are the chakras, the energy portals. And the spine, which is the main pillar which is helping those nerves to distribute that energy all over the body. So basically it is directly related to our spine. That's a subtle significance of it. So if we open our chakras, we work out on that area, we will be able to experience different things, amazing things. Not only the Magha people, anybody can work out on their chakras and feel the difference. Okay, now these natives want to live life fully. They want to enjoy the life like a king, but with the spiritual wisdom. That's a good part. Spiritual wisdom is very, very important in our life. So thank God these people have a great spiritual qualities. Now, have any one of you, I'm asking you guys, have any one of you have tried opening up your energy portals? Those immense powerful energy portals? Because in today's life, we are so much cut off from our basics. Like life is running like an engine. We are working 24/7. We don't have time for ourselves. But if we spare some time, I won't say 2 hours, 3 hours, just 10 minutes, 5 minutes, you can feel the difference. Focus on your chakras. Channelize your energy. Follow a guru, a spiritual guru, or a guru, a yoga guru who can really teach you how to balance your chakras. That's the most important remedy in Kali Yuga. In today's date, we need this. Now coming to the key points. Key points, well, especially this nakshatra, it has a strong connection to the forefathers. Now forefathers, because of involvement of Ketu, it brings the past life experiences, past life karmas from one birth to another birth. So forefathers are also connected to this nakshatra. If these people with Magha Nakshatra perform Shraddh ceremony every year, in those days of Shraddh, they will make their ancestors happy. They will get blessings from them. Ancestors want you to grow spiritually, to walk on the right path. No matter how your ancestors were, but their souls want you to be on the right track. So when you do Shraddh, they actually give you blessings, and those blessings help you to achieve the goal of your soul. So that is a key point. when you do a prediction in a chart, you can also pick this point of forefathers or ancestors. Okay. Secondly, the life of this nakshatra is based on artha. Artha means materialism. These people want to live like lavish. They want to enjoy their life. They want to really live like a king, as I discussed before. So, if these people, along with guiding the other people, follow a right guru, a right path, yoga practices, and that guru will help them to recall their past life experiences, in that stage they will be able to enjoy both spirituality and materialism at the same plane, and that will be the most blissful state. That's what we all want. We all want materialism and we all want spiritualism at the same time. That's what we all want, and we can do that. So in the next point I'll be discussing about padhas. What are padhas? Now a lot of times people ask me that two people are born at the same time, same place, same hour, same city, blah blah blah. Why their lives are different? Why they are so much different? Even the twins are different. Why? They look alike, but their lives are different. The answer is in this point of padha. Padha is one of those systems to analyze a birth chart in which you can really pinpoint the incidents, or in which you can really differentiate those incidents from one person to another person who are born almost at the same time. Not only this, in the birth chart we look into D60 chart, Shashtyamsa chart. That is also a great source of prediction in the case of twins, in the case of those people who are born at the same time, same place. Okay, so that's very helpful. Now every nakshatra has 4 padhas. Same way, Magha Nakshatra also have 4 padhas, and those are Aries padha, Taurus padha, Gemini and Cancer. Padha means the different stages of a nakshatra, or different degrees of nakshatras, which is split. Like the Magha Nakshatra is 0 degree from 13 degree 20 minutes of Leo, and there are further divisions of that nakshatra in small degree ranges, which alters the results. So for the case of Magha Nakshatra, the first padha is Aries padha. I love that because padha system is the greatest system of prediction and always gives good results. If you practice on it regularly, you will start experiencing good results. So here's the thing. The first padha is Aries padha, which is 0 degree Leo to 3 degree 20 minutes of Leo. But the first 48 minutes of this nakshatra, or of this padha system, is crucial. That what we call as Gandanta, the spiritual knot. Gand Ant means, Gand means a knot, Anta means last, the last knot which needs to be opened. Gandanta is all about spirituality. If somebody is born in Gandanta, they have to have achieved certain goals of the soul in this life by opening that knot. And the only tricky part is to how to open that knot. Anybody just cannot open it. It's not like a regular knot, you open it and you're already done. No, you need a guru for that. You need a spiritual guru. So I would suggest those people who have Gandanta in their chart, follow a spiritual guru, a yoga guru, who can really tell you that how you can awaken your internal forces, internal power. So you need to have a guru to open that spiritual knot. And then once you open that knot, it's a total blissful stage. You will see different colors of the world. That's what we all want. That's what we all want for. Now, coming to the planets in this padha, Sun is very happy because Sun is exalted in this padha. Aries is exalted sign of Sun, so Sun is definitely going to be happy here. All other planets are okay except Saturn. Why? Because Saturn is debilitated in this nakshatra, in this padha, sorry. Sun in this padha, the person will be more intelligent, efficient, helpful, very balanced. But when we have Saturn here, the person will face more internal war with himself or itself. The past life issues which are traveling from one birth to another birth, the person with the debilitated Saturn in this padha will find it hard to accept. He'll have to struggle more internally to accept those situations. That's the only thing. It's not like debilitated Saturn will ruin your life or your life is a misery. No. It's just the way of expression of a planet. Those people have to go through some internal challenges to accept those situations. That's what the nature of Saturn is. Okay. Now, if these people, again I would say, focus on their Gandanta, focus on their spirituality, on their chakras, they would be able to open those hidden talents in them, and that will help them to overcome those hard feelings which are not easy to digest. Okay. Next padha is Taurus padha. Taurus padha is 3 degree 20 minutes to 6 degree 40 minutes. Okay, so that's a little degree range of Taurus padha. Taurus is a friendly sign for most of the planets. Moon is exalted here because Moon is exalted in Taurus. So whenever you see in a birth chart, the Moon is placed in the Leo sign, look at the padha. If the padha is Taurus, then it is more beneficial, more balanced, more friendly. That's how you have to look into a chart. Don't just look Moon in Leo, egoistic, king nature. Yeah, that's fine. But you gotta look into the padha also. Padha also works. Okay. The good thing about this part is that the Taurus sign is more grounded in nature. It creates a more gravitational pull which makes the emotions to settle down. That means the planet feels calmness here. The Moon is happy because the emotions are in balance. Okay, like Rahu is exalted here. That means our gateway of destiny, the route of destiny goes through the materialistic pleasures. Taurus is what? Taurus is about materialistic pleasures for these natives. Okay, but Ketu will be debilitated. It feel like detached but cannot go away. It's like an unwanted guest in a party, a lonely guest which is sitting right on the corner of the chair, in the corner chair, and having a sip of soda, and he doesn't want to get along with others but cannot leave the party either. So that's the Ketu situation here. He has to be there but he cannot leave the party. Okay, but that does not mean the Ketu cannot do anything good here. It's like that guest, if somebody approaches to that person in the party and start talking, then you realize, oh wow, this person has a great personality. That's what the Ketu is here. You have to touch it. You have to make it work for you. For that you need a guidance from a right guru. That's what it is all about. You see how the predictions changes here? How you can really analyze the birth chart? There's a lot more to say about it. But my job here is right now to broaden the vision. More broader the vision is, the more better predictions we can do. Okay, I'm not here to teach the predictions. Nobody can do predictions. It's a myth. It's all about analysis of yourself. How you analyze the chart. How you see that this planet is working in this chart, in what way? That's your analysis. That converts into a prediction. Next padha is Gemini padha, the third padha. Gemini padha starts from 6 degree 40 minutes of Leo and goes up to 10 degrees of Leo. So this little window frame is for the Gemini. Now Gemini represents air, Vatakarak. And Mercury is what? Mercury is all about information exchange. Is all about the signals which travels in the air. This padha is about understanding a Leo's life through the green glass of intellect, from an analytical point of view. The people who have planets in this padha, they are definitely living a Leo's life, but they are more analytical in nature because of Mercury. They are depending more on the communicative processes to do their everyday things. Too much of the thought, if you're thinking too much, or too much application of intellectual things in the topic, will make you confuse. So I would suggest too much thinking is not good either. That will distract you from the soul of the goal. So if you maintain that equilibrium between the intellect and spirituality, that will help you to go through this or cruise over this padha very easily. So what we are doing here is we are harnessing the power of Mercury. We are harnessing the power of the communication abilities here. Okay. So maintain an equilibrium between the materialistic world and the soul of the goal. That's the important part with this padha. Cancer padha, that's the fourth padha of this nakshatra. Now in this padha, the degree range is 10 degrees of Leo, from 10 to 13 degree 20 minutes of Leo. So that's the last degree range, the last set of degrees. So this nakshatra is ending at the end of this degree, and that is a Cancer. Cancer is what? Cancer is a sign of healing. Cancer is a sign of knowledge. Cancer is a sign of calmness. So natives having moon in this padha are happy, because moon is in its own sign of the padha. It will be having more balanced emotions and more balanced decisions also for the moon natives. Okay. The people who have Jupiter in this nakshatra, they will having much better chances of exploring their spiritual qualities, because Jupiter is all about wisdom, spiritual wisdom and expansion. Remember, wherever the Jupiter sits, it expands the qualities of that house. So Jupiter will get an expansion, will expand more of the Cancer qualities. That means the person will be a much better consultant, teacher, helping the people from the spiritual point of view, or any kind of guidance. That the Jupiter will do here. But Mars is debilitated. Why? Because it is Cancer sign. Even though you see from the top of a chart that Mars is in the Leo, hey, it's a friendly sign, come on man, Mars is doing good here. No, Mars is doing good, but yeah, come on, look into the padha. It is in the Cancer padha. So the internal power of the Mars is different than what we are looking from the chart. So see, here the tricky part is, that's the beauty of the nakshatra. Mars here is debilitated, and it is like a warrior without a weapon and emotionally injured. Imagine that picture. A warrior without a weapon and emotionally hurt. These people who have Mars in this padha find a little hard to accept the old situations in their life, because this nakshatra is related to the ancestor thing, past life issues. But Mars is a soldier, and the soldier believes at the moment, what's happening now, I gotta do this. That's what the Mars is. But Mars find it a little hard to accept the past life situation. because he wants to live in the present. So if these people practice to accept the situation, they can change their life. You don't need to spend thousands or millions of dollars on pujas. You just focus on this part, you will change your life. That's $1 million remedy right there. Okay, so see the beauty of this? If you're using that Martian energy, listen, Mars has energy in any shape or any sign it is sitting. At this moment, in this nakshatra, the Mars is in the Cancer padha. Sorry. So if these people bring that tide of knowledge in the water of Cancer, it will bring up some great things on the shore. I mean, those invaluable pearls which can really create a blissful stage in your life. Now, since we discussed about the padha system, the next thing I'll be discussing is the holistic overview. Holistic here means connecting ourselves to our chakras through the planetary positions. Now this nakshatra is ruled by Ketu, that we all know now. Ketu is also ruled by Mars. Okay, so Mars is one planet which we have to consider. And then this nakshatra falls in the Leo sign. So Sun is a lord of Leo. So we have to consider Sun also. So Sun and Mars, these two planets. Let's start work on it. Sun is our Agya chakra. That is this one. Right here. Our forehead. Between the eyebrows. Mars is our solar plexus chakra. It's right here. So if we focus on these two chakras, channel our energy, then we can get great results. Okay. If you recite a Ram, R-A-M, Ram, that is the Bij mantra, the seed mantra for the solar plexus chakra. Okay. You have to follow the breathing exercises with it, like pranayam. And for the Agya chakra, for here, focusing here, you can recite Om. O-M, Om, in the deep voice. Same thing, followed by the deep breathing exercises, followed by pranayama. Now for all these, if you really practice on these chakras, you can definitely get your desired goals. It will change your life. I'm guessing. I'm not guessing here. I'm just telling you. It will really change your life. And also, if we go further, drill down into the padha system of making the chakra activation, we can further fine-tune our results. Okay. But for all this, I would suggest to follow a right guru, who is a right yoga teacher, who have experience in opening the chakras. Okay. So do follow them. Go take some classes. This way you will understand that how you can open the chakras. Okay. Next thing is Ayurvedic perspective. Now this nakshatra has a Kaph dosha. Kaph dosha means these people should avoid the fatty foods. Or if you're eating it, try to keep it in the balance. Because too much fatty food is not good. It will increase the Kaph dosha. Okay, drink a lot of water, more and more water. Adopt an active lifestyle like running, jogging, exercising, yoga again. Okay, anything which makes you sweat, so that you can digest those fats in the body faster. You have to digest those things. So if your life is sedentary, it's gonna do bad for you, because if you are not exercising and you have a Kaph prakriti, you will have to suffer from obesity. Okay, so I will suggest to adopt a active lifestyle. Then also, from other point of view, sorry, Ketu and Mars are involved, or sorry, you can say that Sun and Mars are also involved. So those are also creating a Pitta nature in some natives. Pitta nature is acidic, hot. So if you do Surya Namaskar, like putting a water in a copper vessel and giving and offering it to the Lord Sun in the morning, and looking at that V which forms while you pouring the water, those rays of sun through that water, that will heal your eyes, that will help you to recover from a lot of medical problems also. So it is really helpful. It will also cool down your pitta dosha. You should drink a lot of water, okay? So that's a great source of positive energy to get from the sun. So why not harness it? Go ahead, do it. A lot of people do it. There's no side effects of it. So far, I haven't seen any side effects of pouring water to the sun. Instead, it's beneficial. So why not we do it? Okay. So towards the end of this video, I would say that some people like Gene Kelly, Bill Clinton, Leo Tolstoy, who are born in this nakshatra, you can Google it on your computer and see their life, their birth chart. You can study. You can apply this nakshatra in their birth chart and see how it is working. You will be amazed to see they are really working good. And I would say thanks to my all viewers that you have been liking my videos, sharing with your friends and families. So if you like this video also, please hit like and subscribe also. Share with your friends and family members so that they also know about the reality of the nakshatras. And if you want to know more about your birth chart, if you really want to get a consultation, you can definitely log on to my website www.holisticastrologychannel.com, and you can book an appointment for yourself, book a consultation. I have articles on it. You can go through the articles, a lot more cool stuff on it. So I'll be making the videos continuously. If you have any suggestion for me, please do not hesitate. You can inbox me. I'll definitely work on it. Thank you so much, my friends, and have a good time, and see you next time.